Aaron,
how you doing, fella?
Good to see you again. Great to see you.
Indeed, and yourself?
All good so far in the tour?
Fantastic. Just arrived on stage at 3 p.m. It's going to be peng.
No pressure at all.
No pressure with this band. They're great. I've got all the faith in the world. It's going to be a fantastic show.
The last time we were talking, the album hadn't come out yet. Now, how do you feel actually having the product on the shelves?
It's great. People know the music. Makes quite a bit of a difference when you're playing a gig and people know the music. So yeah, like we've been out. We've done quite a few shows. We've done Download Festival and a bunch of others through the last sort of few months. The Man Must Dance His Knees, as you said, yes, it is out. We've got a couple of tours coming up later in the year. We've got Life of Agony coming up in September, which is going to be phenomenal across the UK, and it's been great. Like the response to the album has been off the chart, and to see people now that are coming out specifically for us is a nice touch. So,
yet the album in and of itself was a painful process to get through, and there's a lot of personal pain expressed on it.
Quite a bit, yeah. I mean, The Man Must Dance on His Knees was written about the last 5 years of my life up to that point. And, there was a thing that David Bowie said quite a few years ago, which it's something that I do without even realising. And he said, like, I just don't write music unless I have something to write about, and I did for this record. And, I generally don't just... There's no reason to write anything for me unless I have something in my head that has affected me, and I was affected at that point. So that is the reason that Man Must Dance on His Knees was produced. So the Man Must Dance on His Knees means the man that bows to no authority. And after terminating my contract with the record label, after finishing my time with Heaven's Basement, and after decommissioning my manager, it was a title of the album that I just could not use. So that's why it exists.
Was it a cathartic process?
Yeah, I guess it was. I think for any musician, when you go into producing a record, you obviously have a very sort of like deep connection to the music that you've produced. But for me, it was as much about bringing... There's 4 other people on this record: Robin Martin, Ryan Woods, James Curtis Thomas, and of course my sister Laurie Buchanan. And it was with those people that I built the record. They didn't build it for me, I didn't build it for them. We did it collectively, and that was so important to me, to have a good relationship with people, because previously when I've done records, there hasn't been that same camaraderie, and I wanted everybody to come together. This is an album about bringing good people together and going and doing something that's really, really enjoyable, and I think we've achieved that right now, haven't we?
Is he telling the truth?
He is telling the truth, yes.
That's okay.
How is he to tolerate on the road?
How do I tolerate it?
You tolerate him?
Oh, tolerate him? Well, he's in it as well. But I think it's probably easier because we've grown up together.
Yeah.
So we know how to make each other tick and how to get along. We're kind of used to it, I guess.
Is he easy to bully around?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So that's it, you're easy to bully around. That's it on the record.
Laurie is known as the boss, so...
In terms of your next sort of plans over the year, obviously you're touring the album. You started thinking about the next one?
Yeah, I mean, of course there's a long process to be going with this record. We'll probably be touring it for about 18 months or so, I should expect, all across the UK, Europe, and I'm trying to get into America at the moment. There's a couple of conversations about that going on. Yes, I have the picture in my head. I know roughly how the next album is going to sound, and it's going to sound very different to the Man Must Dance on His Knees, but that's only because I'm bringing in loads of stuff that people haven't done for quite some time, or haven't even done before, so I'm pretty excited.
No, you made me intrigued.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Okay, well, best thing is good luck, and have fun for the next few days here.
Thanks, fella. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.